Well, hello and welcome to Peak Performance Lunch and Learn. My name is Benjamin Kamoye. I'm your host today. Excited to be connecting with you, and thank you to all of you who are joining me live. Every day, 1 p.m. is time for lunch and learn. You're going to eat anyway. Here's a good time to learn. Now, as usual, I'm going to dive into it, try to keep it as short as possible. And today, the question that I am asking is for you to tune in to the 3 simple questions that can help you discover what drives you. Think about it this way. What determines where your time goes? We all have 24 hours. Where does your time go in a day? What determines where your money, your resources go? You've got money in your bank, you've got money in your phone wallet. What determines where those resources go? And then third and most importantly, you've got energy, you've got talents. What determines where your talent goes? And so there are 3 T's we're going to look at: your talent, your time, and your treasure. What determines where these three key resources go? And if you look at your life, we're really mainly looking at the past. We're not looking so much into the future. Yes, we will have some time to do that, but we're looking mainly at the past. And the question we are asking is, up until now, what has determined where your time goes, where your talent goes, your energy, and 3, where your treasure goes, your money goes? And there are 3 questions that I would like for you to reflect on. The first question is a desire question. Let's get the music down a little bit right there. I think that's a good volume. The first question is a desire question. It's a desire question. And that question goes like this: what do I want? What do I want? It's a desire question. Many times when you're looking at life and you're looking at the things that you desire is the starting point of all achievement. In the scriptures, it also says in the book of Mark, whatsoever things you desire, everything starts with a desire. And desire points you to the things that you want. The things that you want. And that's very important for you to tune into. What do I want? What do you desire in your life? If you look at where you spend your time, and ask the question, what did I want when I spent my time there? The desire question, you will uncover what drove you. If you look at that same space, where exactly did I spend my money? What did I want? It's a desire question. You will uncover what drives you. The third one, where did I spend my talent, my energy? I gave 5 years of my life to this organization. I gave my time and energy to this ministry. I gave my time and energy to this relationship. I gave my time and energy to these goals. This is what I want to see happening in my life. And so you're putting your investment there. You're putting your energy there. You're giving time. Saturdays, you cannot be found for a meeting. In the evenings, you're doing your studies. You're doing your classes. You're advancing yourself. What exactly do you want? What exactly do you want? That's the first and most important question, is the desire question. What do I want? It's the desire question. And connected to that is the second question. It's the second question, which is, who am I? Who am I? And who am I is an identity question. It's an identity question. It drives why your time, your talent, and your treasure goes where it does go. If you open your calendar and look at what you've done with your time, with your free time, even more so with what you would call your scheduled time. When you go into an organization and you're working there, it speaks a lot about what it is that you're seeking. And at the core of that is your identity. Who am I? It's a question to ask when you look at where your time, your talent, and your treasure goes. Why is it that I'm drawn to such things? What is it about me that gravitates towards this? If that is a magnet and I am a metal, what is it about this that attracts me, that pulls me in the direction of the things that I go into? The identity question. And the identity question is a big one because when we look at it, we're looking at it from three angles. We're looking at it from the angle of you being, number one, identity, having an identity that is internally orchestrated. In other words, you determine what you want, why you want it, and why it's important. And so you step out into the arena of life and you draw out your plans because you have a reason, because you have a purpose, because you have a desire to create certain things in your life. It's connected to the first question, what do I want? What do I want? And so you're stepping into life and you're saying, these are the things that I want. I want to have a stable relationship because a relationship matters to me. I want to be able to have, a freedom in my time, freedom in my future. I want to be able to have this. This is important to me. And so that is an internally orchestrated identity. I am self-authored. I am determining what it is that I want. Purpose is leading me and guiding me. I'm instructed by what I sense is seeking to be birthed within and through me. I am the captain of my ship and I determine what I want. That is an internally orchestrated identity. Who am I? Is the key question number 2 to uncover what drives you. Still under that, we're going to find that there is something called an externally orchestrated identity. And an externally orchestrated identity is really other people's opinion of me makes me me. And so who am I? Who am I? I am what people say I am. So the time, the talent, and the treasure, I utilize it based on other people's expectations and what I perceive they expect of me. Because who am I? I am what they say I am. And so for sometimes you might find that you will contribute to causes that you don't quite believe in, but you contribute to save face. You contribute to causes that you do not care for and value, but because you don't want to look bad. And so you say, let me just send them $2,000. Let me send them $30. Let me send them something so that they say I did. They should not say that I did not support them. So that. What are the things that you care about? And when you look at the things that you care about, they reveal a lot about what exactly drives you. Why are you in the relationships that you're in? Who are you? Are you in those relationships because you are afraid of rejection? You're afraid of not being liked? You're seeking approval? It tells you where your time is going. It tells you where your treasure is going. It tells you where your talent is going. And I'm not here you to say, hey, take this action or that action in regards to your relationship. I just want you to become aware. That's my mission on today's Lunch and Learn. Just for you to be aware. Wait a minute. What drives me? For those of you who are just joining, we're talking about the 3 questions to uncover what drives you, where your time, your talent, and your treasure goes. And the first question we talked about is number 1. What do I want? It's a desire question. Desire is a starting point of all achievement. Whatsoever things you desire in prayer. The second one is, who am I? It's an identity question. And we've broken this idea that identity is number 1, either internally orchestrated or externally orchestrated. And so your identity is being driven from either you, within you, self-authored, driven by purpose, or identity is being driven by others, a socialized mind, and externally orchestrated identity. Their opinion of me makes me me. And that's why I go to places I don't want to go, but I go to save face. I spend money on things that I don't believe in, but I do it to save face. And I give my energy to things that I really don't care about, but I really just want to impress them. I don't want them to be unhappy with me. That's the second question. Let's go to the third one. The third one is, why do I want what I want? It's a values question. It's a values question. Why do I want what I want? I'm going to bring it up onto the screen for you here. These are the three questions that we're talking about today. These are the three questions. Number one, who am I? It's an identity question. What do I want is a desire question. And why do I want it is a values question. Values are strong drivers, especially when it comes to utilizing our time, our talent, and our treasure. They help you anchor down on why you are doing the things that you're doing. Why does it matter to give your time where you give it? Why does it matter to give your talent, your energy, where you give it? Yes, I see you have a desire. And remember, these three, they are interconnected. They're interconnected and they speak to each other. My desires reveal what I want. My values reveal why I want it. My desires reveal what I want. My values reveal why I want it. And my identity reveals who I am in the process. These three questions are powerful. And if you look behind, if you look at the last week, if you look at the last month, if you look at the last 6 months, you will find that there are reasons why you have done what you've done. And even more importantly, when you look into the future, when you look at your upcoming events, when you look at the things that you are planning to do, when you look at your goal sheet, when you look at your plans, when you look at the things that you are planning to invest in, you will find in there these three questions. Why do I want it? It's a values question. What do I want? It's a desire question. And who am I? Is an identity question. And like I've shared with you, your identity could either be internally orchestrated or externally orchestrated. I remember a time in my life, before I knew what I'm sharing with you here, I gave of my time while I was also running a business to serve God within the church. And while on one hand, I had a strong desire to serve God and I felt that that's what I needed to do in that season. When God transitioned me into a different season and He now wanted me to focus on building the work that I do today, which is raising a generation of leaders. In other words, He just repositioned me in His vineyard to do what I was doing, but do it from a different space. I felt guilty that I was not able to play drums as long as I could. I felt guilty that I was not able to provide time in the way that I was doing as I was doing before. And my guilt was not so much because I was looking at God and seeing that He's seeing that I'm now caught up in the marketplace, so to speak. But I was more concerned about those that I was serving alongside and those that I was with. I was more concerned with what they were thinking about me. I was more concerned with what they were saying about me. I struggled to say no. And I said yes in spaces where I should have said no. I gave of my time, I gave of my talent, I gave of my treasure, just to avoid what other people would say. My identity was externally orchestrated. And so these are the three questions that I would like for you to take with you and let them be the magnifying glass that you use as you look at episodes in your life. Maybe you've never done this for your entire life. You've never sat down to really uncover what drives me. What drives me? Why do I say yes to the things that I say yes to? And why do I say no to the things that I say no to? And if you catch yourself saying yes to things you should say no to, there's something for you to hear there. There's something for you to evaluate there. Again, here are the 3 questions that will help you quickly uncover what drives you. Who am I? Is an identity question. What do I want? Is a desire question. And why do I want it? Is a values question. I hope that I've been of service to you today. Thank you for joining me in today's Peak Performance Lunch and Learn. Do join me again tomorrow at 1 p.m. East African time. I look forward to this time. Bring a friend and do like, comment, and share. Let me know what's the one idea that you just took away that really spoke to you. Type in the comments and help me be a center of distribution to this message that needs to go to others who need to hear it so that it can create forward motion in one way or another in whatever season of their life they're in. Thank you so much. Blessings, be well, and bye for now. This broadcast is brought to you by Catalyst, the Academy of Purpose and Leadership. Our goal is to create resources that are affordable, available, and accessible so that you can thrive. Our purpose is to raise a generation of leaders whose power and influence in the marketplace comes from a relationship with God. We invite you to start a journey with us. We have resources for you wherever you are in your leadership journey. Head out to catalyst.ke and you will find something that is going to minister to you wherever you are in your journey. Be well. Thanks for tuning in today.